Hare Krishna, welcome to my Janmaashtmi special 56 Bhog series. In part 1 I shared 11 recipe. Now in this video I am sharing next 12 recipe. But before starting, it's my humble request, please watch my video till the end. So let's start. But before starting, my name is Sangeeta and welcome to my YouTube channel Cook with Sangeeta. So our 13th recipe is aam papad or dried mango squash. For this I need 2 mango, just peeled and chopped roughly because I have to blend into a smooth paste. So I'm just transferring into a jar and grind it without adding any water. I need smooth consistency, so I'm just blending into the blender. This is the consistency I need. So this is the way you have to make a puree. So from the remaining chopped mango, I am just making it puree. So aam papad is basically a very easy and very tasty recipe. You can make from any mango. So I am adding 2 tablespoons of sugar because sugar not only help to sweeten the aam papad but also help to give the shape the papad. So I am just adding it. So now we have to cook it at the gas flame. So I'm just putting the saucepan in on the gas flame and we have to continuously stir it, otherwise it will stick to the bottom of the pan and a burnt flavor will come from the aam papad. You can make the aam papad one day before the janmaashtmi so that you can easily prepare the 56 bhog for Krishna ji. I am just adding 1 pinch of salt. It will taste good. So it's my humble request, please watch my video. So at one side I am just greasing the steel plate with the oil or ghee, or we can say clarified butter, so that we can easily spread our puree into the plate. So it will take 8 to 10 minutes to thicken the mango puree. When we cook this puree, a nice aroma will come from the puree. So if you like my video, please like and share my video and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so that you will get the notification of my upcoming video. So our mango puree will thicken. Now I am just adding a cardamom powder. It will give the nice aroma to the aam papad. So it will done. I am just spreading the mango puree onto the plate. So just spread uniformly. So I have to sun dry this mango puree for 2 days because it requires significant amount of solar heat to dry and transform into papad from the pulp. So it will depend upon the quality of heat. Our aam papad is become translucent. So I am just scrape the side using the knife. It will come out easily. This is the aam papad we want to make. So I am just gently remove without damaging its shapes. Now you can cut into desired shape. I am just cutting it and roll down. So our aam papad is ready. You can store in airtight container. Its shelf life around 15 days or to 1 month if you store in an airtight container. So our aam papad is ready in 56 bhog. So this is our 13th recipe that we serve to Lord Krishna as a bhog. So a sweet and sour flavor is also served to Lord Krishna among the 56 bhogs. So let's move to our next recipe. Our next recipe is Rabdi. Traditional Rabdi, also called Lacha Rabdi in Hindi, is famous in North India, especially in Vrindavans. So I am preparing the Rabdi. For this I take 1 kg of full cream milk. I have to transfer this milk into a heavy pan and continuously stir until it will thicken. So first we will take a boil, then we will keep the gas flame at the medium flame and cook the milk at the medium flame so that a heavy cream is formed on the top of the milk. It is a one-way process, so you have to remove the thick cream form on the top of the layer and stick to the sides of the kadai. So from this you have to take a kadai with a strong base so that milk will not burn. It will take around 1 hour. So it is a one-way process. Once a layer of cream is formed over the milk, stick to the sides of vessel. Krishna fondness toward the milk product, especially butter, curd, we all know well. That's why in Saatvik food and dishes, we made the dish out of milk and milk products. So Rabdi is the among the most famous dish that's served in 56 Bhog. So this is the way we prepare our Rabdi. So you can see that lots of jo heavy cream is stick to the bottom or the side of the vessel. Now it's time to add sugar. So once the milk is reduced to 1/4, it is a sign that our rabdi is prepared. So I am just adding 4 tablespoons of sugar and a half tablespoon of cardamom powder. It will give taste nice and aromatic. So I am just adding sugar. Let the sugar dissolve completely. Once the sugar is dissolved completely, then switch off the flame. Once it cooled down, then scrape out the malai collected on the edges of the vessel and mix to the milk. So this is the way we prepare our Vrindavan special lachhe dal kullad wali rabdi is now ready. We transfer to a bowl and serve chilled. If you want to add any nut, you can garnish with some chopped nuts of your choice. So our rabdi is ready. So our next recipe is Singare ka Halwa. Halwa is very popular sweet dish which is known as pudding also. We often make halwa with suji, atta or besan, but during the fasting or period of vrat, we often use Singare ka atta or Hutu atta, but now we are making the halwa from Singare ka atta, also known as water chestnut flour. So take 2 tablespoons of clarified butter and 1 cup of Singare ka atta or water chestnut flour. So just roast. It will take around 5 to 7 minutes. For Singara Halwa, it doesn't need much butter, so you just roast it with along with 2 tablespoons of the ghee. So when a nice aroma will come, we have to add water. I'm just adding 4 cup of water. So I'm just measuring from 1 cup for the halwa. So I'm just adding the water. But you have to take care. You have to continuously stir. Otherwise, a lumps will form in halwa. Singara has lots of calcium, so it is very good for your bones. So now it's time to add sugar. I'm just adding 1 cup of sugar. Let it dissolve completely. Singara halwa takes less amount of time, so it will prepare easily. So it is the best recipe among the 56 bhog, which is made just in 10 minutes. So our Singara halwa is ready. You can serve it as it is, but now I am adding one more twist. I am just greasing one steel plate with a clarified butter through our palm. So I am just spread all the halwa onto the plate and spread evenly. You can grease one katori from the ghee and spread so that a shine texture will come from the halwa or shira. It will take around 15 minutes to cool down completely. When this halwa is completely cooled down, we cut into the desired shape as a form of katli. So I am serving Singara halwa as a katli. So guys, you can make this halwa on Ekadashi, Shivratri, Navratri or any vrat. It is very tasty and very healthy recipe among the vrat recipe. So we serve Singare ka halwa as a katli. So our recipe is prepared. Let's move to our next recipe. Our next recipe is Dhaniya Punjiri or Corriander Punjiri. So I'm just putting 1 tablespoon of clarified butter on the pan and roasting half cup of foxnut or called the makhanas. So I have to roast it until it will crunchy. So I'm just roasting and keep aside. Now it's time to roast the dhania or coriander powder. So normally panjiri is made from the atta or the wheat flour, but during the janmaashtmi or vrat, the panjiri is made from the coriander. So it is served as a prasadam on Janmashtmi festival. So I'm just roasting the dhaniya. Dhaniya will roast very quickly, so you have to roast it at a low flame, otherwise dhaniya will burnt out. So it, when the texture will change completely or a coriander powder colors change to a light brown, we switch off the flame. So we will add some designated coconut. I am just adding half cup of designated coconut because it will taste very good. So just stir the coconut in the warm coriander powder. So let it cool down completely. Now I am adding some foxnut which we roasted earlier. So when it cool down completely, we will add some powdered sugar. I'm just adding 1 cup of powdered sugar. Mix well. Now Dhaniya Punjiri is ready. If you are not preparing 56 bhog on Janmashtmi, but Dhaniya Punjiri is mandatory so that we can open our fast. So you can prepare the Dhaniya Punjiri on this Janmashtmi. So offer this Dhaniya Punjiri to Lord Krishna and you eat yourself as well. So our Dhaniya Punjiri is ready. Let's move to our next dish, which is Makhana Kheer or Makhana pudding. For this I am just taking 1 tablespoon of makhana and we have to roast some chopped almonds. So let's just roast the almonds. It will take around 1 to 2 minutes. Now our almond is completely roasted. We will keep these almonds to the sides. Now we have to roast makhanas. So I'm just taking 1 cup of makhana. Makhana is full of calcium, iron, and it is very good for our bones and our skin. So you can make the makhana kheer on any occasions, or otherwise you can make it for yourself. So I'm just roasting 1 cup of makhana, or also called foxnut. So you have to roast the makhana until it will crunch down. Otherwise, if a moisture is left in the makhana, it will not taste good. So makhana is completely roast. I'm just adding the milk. I'm just adding 250 ml of milk, or we can say 1 glass of milk. Now you have to boil the milk. Keep stirring frequently to avoid the milk from scorching at the bottom of the pan. I'm just adding 2 tablespoons of designated coconut, which will taste good. You can buy it from your local grocery shop. You can buy it online. I will add all the online purchase link in my description box. So it will take around 10 to 15 minutes. Now I am just adding 2 tablespoons of sugar. Our makhana is completely soft. So just let it to melt down sugar completely. Our makhana kheer is ready. You can add any nuts of your choice. I will add silver almond which I prepared earlier. So just add 1 tablespoon of cardamom powder. If you want to add some kesar, you can add some kesar strands. I'm just adding the silver almond. So makhana kheer is also a one of favorite dish that prepare on the fast. So our makhana kheer is ready. Transfer to a bowl and serve chilled. We will serve in the end among the other dish that we are prepared for Lord Krishna. So let's move to our next dish. Our next dish is pumpkin sabji or sitafal sabji. So for this I need 1 cup of pumpkin which I peeled and chopped into a dice cube. So heat the pan and add 1 tablespoon of ghee. When the ghee completely heat, add all the chopped pumpkin and saute well. I am adding 2 tablespoons of salt. We can serve pumpkin sabji with puri, kachori, parantha also, and it is one of the best recipe in vrat thali. So I'm just preparing a complete vrat thali, or you can make it on 56 bhog also. So I'm just cover with the plate and cook for another 5 to 10 minutes until the pumpkin will soft. So you can see the pumpkin turns soft. Now I'm just adding some spice. I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of coriander powder, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, because we are preparing the flour recipe. So I'm just adding only black pepper and coriander powder. So pumpkin taste some sweet and sour also. So for sour I'm just adding raw mango, and for sweet taste I will add jaggery, which is very tasty and very good for our health also. So I'm just adding 1 grated raw mango. So I just chopped the raw mango and add it to the pumpkin sabji. So I will wait until it turns soft. So we will add some jaggery. So I'm just adding 2 tablespoons of jaggery powder or jaggery, so that it will give some tasty sweet and sour taste to our pumpkin sabji. So let it melt completely. When the jaggery melt completely, our pumpkin sabji is completely ready. It will take another 5 minutes, then our pumpkin or sitafal sabji is become ready. So finally we will garnish with some fresh coriander leaves and serve with our puri or kachori that will prepare further. So for this you have to watch my video till the end. So let's move to our next dish, aloo sabji or gravy potato, and that is offered occasionally on temple. So for this I need 2 boiled potato. Mash the potato well. Other side I am heating the kadai and add 1 tablespoon of oil. For gravy I need 1 cup of curd. Add some black pepper and salt according to your taste. Beat the curd smooth. Mix all the ingredients well. When our oil is completely heat, we will add this curd mixture into the pan so that our gravy will prepare. So I'm just adding this mixture into the pan. Now you have to stir continuously until oil will separate. When the oil will separate completely, our gravy become ready. So for fast recipe I'm just adding only curd, and from this curd you can make very tasty and very easy recipe for our puri and kachori. So our gravy leave the oil. So now I'm just adding the boiled potato. So you have to add the boiled potato and mix with the curd gravy. So after when the boil is completely mixed, now we will add water. You can add water of your choice. If you prefer a running gravy, then you can add more water. I'm just adding 1 glass of water and let it boil completely. It will take 5 to 7 minutes. So just boil the gravy. So our aloo sabji become ready. If you prefer more spice, then you can add more black pepper also. If you eat tomatoes on fast, then you can add tomato as in gravy. So I'm not adding tomato. So it's completely your choice. If you prefer, then you can add tomato. Now our sabji is ready and we will garnish with some fresh coriander leaves. Let's move to our next recipe, aloo raita or potato dip. So for this I am just adding 1 cup of curd. I'm just taking thick curd. So I'm just adding half cup of water. Let it whisk completely. You can churn it in a mixer also. So I'm just blending with a hand blender. Now our curd is completely whisked. I'm just adding 1 boiled mashed potato. So add it completely. If you prefer green chili, then you can add some green chili also. I'm just adding black pepper and black salt and 1 green chili and some coriander leaves. It will taste very fresh or very nice. So mix it completely and our aloo raita or dip is completely ready. So keep it in a freezer and serve at the end among all other dish or our vrat thali. Guys, if you like my video, please give me some feedback on my comment box also. So let's move to our next recipe. Our next recipe is aloo singara gatta or flour chestnut bites or potato bites. For this I need 1 boiled potato. You just grate the potato from the grater and add 1 cup of water chestnut flour or Singara atta. Now I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of salt. You can add according to your taste. Mix it well and you have to knead it as a dough. So just take precaution. You don't need to add some water because the water chestnut is easily mixed with potato, because potato also has some moisture also. So I'm just make the dough. Let the heat the oil completely. Roll the dough into a strips and cut into some cubic shapes. If you have a save machine, then you can make the save from that machine. But I am making some gattas from the Singara atta. So I am just making strips and cut into a desired shape. You can serve it with some coriander or mint chutney. It will taste very crunchy from outside and soft from inside. So I'm just cutting into a shape, and now our oil is completely heat. So just deep fry into a oil. You have to deep fry at the medium flame for just 5 minutes. It will take only 5 minutes to fry them. So our potato fries or potato bites is completely ready. Then use a tissue paper to absorb the extra oils on this potato bites. So our dish is completely ready. So this is an our easy and amazing recipe that we can serve to the Lord Krishna among the 56 bhog. So let's move to our next recipe. Our next recipe is aloo kachori or potato stuffed puri. So for this I need 1 cup of water chestnut flour, 1 cup of buckwheat flour, also called as Singara atta and kutu atta. So just sieve all these flours and mix it equally. If you don't prefer Singara atta, then you can make kachori from kutu atta also. So I'm just mixing. Now I'm adding 2 boiled mashed potato. So just mash the potato and add it to the flour, and add some black pepper, Himalayan salt according to your taste. I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of oil. It will give the nice textures to our dough that we have to make for kachoris. So I'm just mix with your hand all the ingredient. Now pour the water in a batches and make a tight dough so that our kachori will not stick at the time of frying. So I'm just to prepare the dough. So now grease your hand with some oil and coat all over the dough also. So rest it for just half an hour, then we will make the kachori. Now our next recipe is kutu puri. I'm preparing both of the dough so that we can make puri or kachori at the end of the video. So I'm just taking 1 cup of kutu atta or buckwheat flour, add 1 tablespoon of salt and make the dough. I'm just adding little water so that our dough will not become runny. So just heat the oil, and now I'm ready to deep fry all the puri or kachoris also. So for this I'm just taking 1 plastic sheet, grease the plastic sheet with oil so that it will easily to roll all the puri and kachori also. So I'm just taking 1 ball from the puri and coat the oil from both sides and spread with your thumbs, and you can see that our puri is completely ready. Now we will deep fry these puris into our oil. So this is the most easiest way to make a puri or kachori, because through the rolling pin it will very difficult to roll all the balls because it will stick to the rolling pin. So you have to prepare all the puri. Now we will deep fry all the puris. So fry from the one side. So it will take 2 to 3 minutes until it crispy or golden brown. So now it's time to flip the puri. So flip the puri and cook from the other side also. So you have to make all the puri or kachori from this method. And so you can see our puri is completely ready. Then use some kitchen towel so that extra oil will get absorbed. So let's move to our kachori making. So from same method we have to make our kachori also. So just spread the kachori dough or on the rolling pin with the plastic sheets and deep fry all the kachori also. So our vrat thali is completely ready. Now we have to move our last dish in this video. Guys, please press the bell icon so that you will get the notification of my part 3 of Janmashtmi special 56 Bhog series. And if you like, please share my video also. Our Lord Krishna loves to drink buttermilk or chach. So let's prepare our last recipe, that is buttermilk or masala chach. So it's my 23 recipe. So for this I need 1 cup of thick curd, 1 cup of water, 1 green chilli, few coriander leaves and some salt or black pepper according to your taste. So for this you have to take some cold water. Now blend all the ingredient into the jar. You can add mint also because mint will give some refreshing taste, but if you don't have, then you can add coriander leaf also. So I am just blending all the ingredient into the blender. Now our buttermilk is ready. Now it's time to serve. So just garnish with some fresh coriander leaves. So in this video I am sharing 12 recipe among the 56 Bhog, and in last part I shared 11 recipe. So press bell icon for my upcoming video. I will sharing my next recipe very soon. So it's time to serve to Lord Krishna. So before this we will place the tulsi leaf on each of the bhog so that we can serve to Lord Krishna, because the food can't be served to Lord Krishna without placing the tulsi leaf on the foods. So Hare Krishna, and I'm sure that you will easily make the recipe on your Janmashtmi festival, and I will share a video on that how you can make all these 56 recipe in within a 2 or 3 hours, and how to adjust all these things. So keep watching my video, and Hare Krishna and happy Janmashtmi to all of you. Bye bye. Thank you for watching my video.